Hello and welcome to another PyQGIS tutorial. In the last tutorial, we looked at how to get the field names and field types from our vector layer in PyQGIS. In today's tutorial, we will learn about how to fetch features, get the geometry of the features, among other things, from our vector layer in PyQGIS. So let's dive right in. For these tutorials, we'll be using the sample vector layer we used in our previous video named District Capitals. We'll start by loading our good old PyQGIS boilerplate. We will then import the QGIS vector layer. After we've done that, we will load in our QGIS layer. After we've done that, we will then check if the layer that we have loaded is valid or not. So we'll do. Now let's run our code to check if everything works as it should. Okay, so as we can see in the response, meaning everything went as it should. Now we can continue. The next thing we're going to do is to get our features. So let's print it to see the results that we get. It is always a good habit to always print your after every step, print to see if the code is working as you want it to. We have a class instance. This is not human readable. So this class instance is a list. Okay. So as you can even see here, there's QGIS feature iterator. Iterator means we can loop through it. So we are going to apply the for loop to that list to get the individual feature. So let's run the code to see what we get. So as you can see, we have a lot of the odd looking results. So the next thing we're going to do is that we want the output to be in a meaningful way. So how do we do that? There are a couple of methods that we can access to get us the information that we need. So one information that we need is that we need the fields of a particular feature and what are the values. So in order to access that information, we'll access a method called .attribute_map. So the .attribute_map gives us a dictionary, a Python dictionary, as its output, and it's going to be the field and the value. If you don't understand what I mean, let me just run the code to explain what I mean. Good. So instead of our horrible looking initial output, now we have a human readable output that we can sort of derive meaningful information from. So as you can see, for the first point, we have the area, then we have the value of the area, we have the code, we have the value of the code, and on and on and on. The same for the districts, the name campaign. So we have that for all the features in our particular shapefile. So you might be wondering what else can we get if you don't want your output to be in a key value pair, you just want the values, right? What you will do will be just to access the attribute method. Let's just comment this out, then print. So this one will give us a list of the values of a particular feature. So let's run the code. We say that here we just have the values instead of the field value pair. If you want to know the number of values a particular feature has, we can access a method called attribute count. Now let's run this code. So as you can see, attached to our initial results, we have 11, telling us that there are 11 values in our in a particular feature. So maybe you don't want all the values in the feature, you just want a particular value. How do you do that? You can get it by the name of the field. So let's just comment this one out, and then so this we want the district attribute, right? So we'll say district. The name will be It's asking us for the name of the field that we want. Now when we print, we'll just get only the district. So let's print and see the results that we get. Good. So now the results that we are getting is just in the district. So now if you want to know whether a particular district has a geometry, we have feature.has geometry. So let's run it and see the results that we get. Okay, so we get true, meaning it has geometry. So now, what is that geometry? We can do that with the geometry method. Let's run it and see what we get. As you can see, we get our old scary looking results, but this time at least we can parse what it means. So for offenso, it has geometry, and then what is the geometry? It's a point geometry, right? It's a point vector. So and this is the coordinates, x and y. There are other methods that we can dive into, but we'll probably do that in a later video. Thank you for watching my tutorials, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.